What's going on, guys? Today I'm working on the Biscayne again. Check it out. Hadn't had a whole lot done to it, but today we are going to be removing the radiator. We'll draining the coolant, removing the radiator, removing the exhaust, the intake, valve cover, and the head. Because I've got over here, now I'm not done with the head yet, but I have the lump ports for the head. And I was like, man, how does this stuff go in here? It doesn't seem to fit. I got the wrong lump ports. But if you remove the valves, or one valve, you can actually get the lump port down in there, turn it, and then, well, of course, this way. And bam, isn't that nice? So I've got to do a little bit more work to it. I've got to shave a little bit there. I have to drill a larger hole, half-inch hole there or whatever. And I have to drill a hole there and have a bolt holding down the lump port. And it needs to be countersunk. So I've got a little bit more to go, but I don't have all the tools to do the head work till the morning. So I'm just going to go ahead and get this thing ready. So I'm going to have all this stuff ready. So a little bit of an update for y'all. I sold the bus. And I really think it got a good home because the fella that bought it has also restored a boat, and he's also restored an airplane. So even though I didn't want to keep the bus, it's still a little hard to get rid of it because it was my friend's bus. But I'm not gonna lie, it would have gone to the bad there. I couldn't have done everything that bus needed, and it was too large for what I wanted. So the bus is gone. So sad. So anyhow, little tear there. So I'm going to set this thing up on a time lapse, and you're going to see me draining the coolant and removing the radiator and, head and all that stuff. So here we go, guys. So I got the head off, as you can see, and I gotta tell you, I got a huge lip in this cylinder. Probably perfect for a turbo. So the ring gap ought to be pretty wide, because that's what you want. The cylinders look halfway decent. Like, when I say halfway decent, I'm only talking about there's no scarring or anything like that. It's smooth, but she wore out. She really is. So let's check out the cylinder head. Just kind of give it a comparison. Check out those valves, and then you check mine out. The valves are definitely oversized. The cylinder head has been shaved enough where you can tell it, but I don't think it's been overly done. So that's about all I can do tonight. It's 9:30 at night. I'm sure the neighbors would love for me to stop with the power tools. So in the morning I'll come over here and I will clean the block, take the gasket off, clean everything up real nice, and go ahead and finish with the lump port installation, and then I can stick the head on the car. And maybe, just maybe, I'll have the car running tomorrow. Fingers crossed. I hope that'll work out that way. So anyhow, I'll see you guys in a second. So it's the next morning. Actually, it's now afternoon, and I am just having all kinds of trouble trying to find the 25-30 end mill bit or the 1/2 inch cap screw counter sink bore. Yeah, I've gone to the machine shops around town, and so far no one's got it. I hadn't gone to all the machine shops. I'm gonna go do some running around some more. Let me see what time it is now. Okay, I've been up since 7:30, and I've been visiting businesses since 8 o'clock. It is now 12:40. So I'm waiting a few minutes for people to get back from lunch, and then I'm gonna hit up at least 2 more machine shops. And if I still can't find anybody with the parts, then I guess I'm gonna just have to go online and order what I need, which means this thing is not gonna be going together today, which would be depressing. So I'm gonna get the cylinder head loaded up in the back of my car, because I figured if I have the head with me, maybe they could get a better idea, because they've been having a little bit of trouble with what I'm doing here, because the picture is not very good. They don't understand that this is a cutaway portion of the head that they're showing the countersink. So I'll take the head with me, and maybe they'll know what I'm talking about when I'm like showing it to them. So all right, so here I go, guys. All right, so the head's been at the machine shop. I've been helping a friend of mine with it. Well, he's been helping me with it, and I got to tell you, I learned a lot. And I'll show y'all in a second. Don't drop your head gaskets on the ground. Here it is. All right, so now that I've gotten back from lunch, let's talk about what we all did with this head. So, had to remove the valves all over again to do what we had to do. So I am going to place everything on this table so I can get it back together like it's supposed to. Okay, so what we've got here, see all these? Those are the rocker studs. Yes, we pulled out all the rocker studs and installed 7/16 screw-in rocker studs. So we cut these down. Oh yeah, gosh, let me tell y'all, I had the worst problem finding someone to help me with, well, I was looking for the tools to do all this job by myself, okay? Couldn't find any tools locally to replay or to cut things down and machine, whatever, doesn't matter. Took me all day. I finally found someone to give me a hand. And it just so happens he's got a machine shop and he pretty much did all the job for me. I was there giving him a hand, this and that, but he did most of the job, I'm not gonna lie. And he had these studs sitting in the shop, and so he cut these down about the thickness of this. So I'm gonna say between 1/4 and 1/2 inch. No, it's kind of a 1/2 inch. Cut these down 1/2 inch so when we install these studs, this part is about as high as where the original boss from the head was at. So we've got that done. We bored that hole out so we can put in our head bolts. Boom. Head bolts go in there. And a plug is going to go there. So what I've got left is I've got to tap that hole for a pipe fitting, because we're not using this anymore. Let's go underneath the head. So this is the part that gets interesting, and after thinking about it, it makes total sense. So let's flip this head up. So we get to the bottom side. These are the intake valves. So these are the bigger valves are the intake, and the smaller ones are exhaust. And something that my friend pointed out, which makes total sense now, right here, right at the exhaust valve, you want a nice smooth flow. And if you look closely, we cut these out. It's got a bit of an angle to it, which allows the air, the exhaust, to be forced out as the piston comes up. So it gives it a little bit of a ramp and lets it flow a little bit easier. See right there? So we got that one done on that exhaust valve, got that one done, that one done, that one done, that one done, and that one done. So in racing, every little bit helps. So I'm pretty sure I went to the right guy, and I can tell you one thing. I think I'm going to go there for now on rather than going to the standard machine shop for, you know, valve jobs or whatever, because he pointed out that the head job wasn't done right for racing. It was done right for driving it around town and stuff, but so the valve seats are not all exactly the same diameter, the hole. Some of them are a little bit bigger than the others. So as far as flow, I'm going to have some cylinders flowing a little bit better than the others, but you know, it'll be fine. When I blow this one up, he's going to get the next head, and I'm going to get him to do everything the right way. So let me see. I need to tap those. I need to tap this head. So I need to tap the head for those pipe plugs, and I need to clean this head up. Got the plugs installed. That's where the head bolts used to go through. I've got the seats reground for the new head bolts, and while I was doing that, I've noticed I've got a lot of these valve seals that are busted. Like, perfect example right there. So they were damaged upon installation, and my friend that helped me with doing this last head work told me that he doesn't like these kind of seals. He likes the umbrella style. So tomorrow morning I'm going to be looking for the umbrella style seals, because that allows some of the oil to go onto the valve for lubrication. That's what he says, and the valve guides tend to last longer. So I'm going to trust my buddy on that. So I'm not going to install the valve springs yet. I am going to do a little bit more work on the porting of the head. Right up in here, I'm going to grind this out a little bit. That'll be the top of the intake runner, because the lump ports, these lump ports, when they're installed, they take up so much room at the bottom. I figured I'd just kind of clean up the top a little bit more to help allow for the airflow, you know, more airflow. So I'm going to do that real quick. And then it's going to be bedtime because it's after 9 o'clock tonight. I'm sure my neighbors don't want to hear the oh, hello. I'm sure they don't want to hear the compressor and all the grinding going on. So this should only take a few minutes, so I'm going to go ahead and do it. So I've got them ground down pretty good. The air should be going through a lot better with those lump ports in place. So the only thing I have left is I have to drill a hole and countersink a Allen bolt going through there and into the lump port itself. And then the head will basically be ready to go on. I do need to do something about those valve seals, which I'll check on in the morning. And yeah, then the head should be ready to go on. Guys, I don't think y'all know how much I'm ready to see this thing together. Oh man, I gotta put the cam in it too. So camshaft's gotta go in there. So I gotta pull the water pump off, timing cover, and put that big old lump stick in there. Alright. Something tells me I'm not gonna get this thing all together in this video. But we're getting closer. You would not believe how much work is in getting this head ready to go on that car. It's crazy. All right, well, it's bedtime. I'm going to bed, and I will see y'all tomorrow. Hey guys, unfortunately I won't be able to get everything accomplished that I wanted in this video. I'm in the middle of editing it right now, and I'm at 23 minutes, and I hadn't even put the camshaft in the car. So I've got to get ready for Texas. We've got a Texas trip coming up in a few days, and so we're going to be at the Pate Swap Meet. So if you are in the Dallas-Fort Worth area and you want to come see me and John, meet us at the Go Power Sports booth at the Payton Swap Meet. Be more than glad to see y'all. I'm going to still keep, like, you know, social distancing in mind. So it's not like I'm going to go up to y'all and give y'all a hug and stuff, or shake your hand. You know, I'll give you an elbow bump. Hope y'all don't mind. So I've got to finish this video up. So I hope y'all enjoyed this video. If you like it, give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you want to see in the future. If it's more of this Biscayne, let me know. If it's more of the bus, I'm sorry, I sold it. If it's more inheritance stuff, I've got more of that. So just let me know. I read my comments. I try to answer back. So I guess that's it, guys. Appreciate y'all watching, and I'll catch y'all later.